Grab a piece of paper and your favorite pencil and let's draw a creepy fall tree. Okay, so let's do a spooky Halloween tree. I am just using a regular piece of paper and a regular pencil for this. I will show in a little bit why I want to use a regular pencil because I'm going to be laying this down on its side and utilizing the side of the lead. So I'm going to first start out with my trunk. Now you see that the only real curved area I have on here is kind of down towards the bottom. I am putting some roots down there just to kind of make it look like it's planted into the ground. You notice though that I don't have it like, I see people doing it like this sometimes. It doesn't really look like that. So yeah, I'm kind of keeping it a little bit straighter on the top. So there's step one, pretty easy. Step two, we're going to add the biggest, fattest branches. And so I'm going to do like maybe 3 or 4. So I'm going to start from my trunk and I'm going to utilize not only the outside of the trunk, but this inside space as well. So I am going to hold my pencil and kind of like I am an old lady who can't keep my hands still. And I kind of shake when I draw, which I am an old lady. So there we go. I am going to go a little bit fatter, gradually getting smaller as it goes towards the top there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do one on this other side. I'm also going out. Don't try to make this look too perfect. Don't try to make it match the other one. But you also don't want to make it wiggly like that. You just want to make it look like it's not perfect. That's a little, I don't really care for how that goes in there too much. So, okay, I kind of like that. Now I've got 2, so I'm at least going to do one more. So I'm going into this middle area here and I'm going to kind of go out, up, and I'm going to do about the same thickness. I think I kind of like it like this. I think I'm going to leave it 3 branches. I'm going to get rid of that guy right there. Okay, so I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is put on the next smaller branches. And I'm going to only work on these 3 branches here. And once again, I'm kind of going out, up. You see I'm overlapping this branch and it looks pretty good like that. I'm going to go out and up, out and up. Practice doing these. This may take a few tries before you get them like you want them. Just draw really light. You can always darken these up later on. If you draw light till you get it right, it makes it so much easier. Let them overlap each other if you need to. They look good like that. And you can always add more later if you decide to. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Now, once I do this, I kind of want to see what it's going to look like as a tree. So I'm going to hold my pencil kind of like this, and I'm going to do a technique called scumbling. And this is how you scumble. You lay your pencil down like this, and you just kind of, it's almost like you're scribbling with the side of your pencil. And you just move it around. And the cool thing is when you scumble, then you can take your finger or you can take like a blending stump or something and you can give it a second shade in there. And this is going to give you a little bit of this bark texture you want. Now, Typically, if I am doing something like foliage, I'll go around like this as I scumble. If I'm doing bark, I try to keep it more up and down. And so what I'm going to do is just kind of randomly scumble my tree. Go up all of your branches. And it's going to look kind of barky. And you can let it kind of stick out on the edge, and that looks cool too. Give this a try. Once your branches are scumbled, then I even like to go through and add a little bit of darkness to one side. So if my moon or my sun is coming from this side over here, then this side would be in shadows. So I will add additional scumbling. And look what happens. It feels a lot more 3D this way. My very last step is going to be to go through and put the smallest twigs and the skinny branches on there. I'm still working with the same idea. I'm going out and up. So I'm going to go out, and then I'm just going to go let it go to kind of a point. And I can even just use the point of my pencil to add some of these skinnier twigs. And I do this until I'm happy with how my tree looks. One of the things I want you to make note is that as the branches are coming into the branches of the tree, those should be a little bit wider right there, and then it gets skinnier as it goes out. And you can make it come completely to a point, and that's fine. But make it just slightly wider. You don't want to make it a lot wider, just a little. That's going to make it look more natural. And you can continue doing this a little bit wider, kind of goes up. You can make it a little bit wider, a little bit wider. Some of them may just be tiny. You can thicken them up as they are at the branch. A little bit wider. Make it a gradual thing. A little bit wider like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish putting my branches on. How did you do? I ended up adding some leaves onto mine that were still just kind of hanging out at the end of fall. still sticking on my tree. So look around your yard, find some trees that are fatter, skinnier, some of them that maybe have a lot of leaves on there. Practice some scumbling techniques and try some different types of trees. Trees are an awful lot of fun.